There's a quiet hum in the back of your mind, isn't there? A constant feeling that you're operating on a slightly different frequency from everyone else. It's not about being better. It's not about being a genius. It's the simple, sometimes lonely feeling that the way you see the world is fundamentally different. You're not speaking the wrong language. You're just speaking a dialect that very few others understand. Today, we're not just going to talk about that feeling. We're going to define it. These are the 7 signs your mind is in the 1%. A mind that most people simply can't comprehend. Let's begin. Number 1, you see connections everywhere. For most people, the world is a series of separate events and objects. A news story is a news story. A song is a song. A historical event is something that happened in the past. But for you, it's all connected. Your mind is a natural pattern recognizer, weaving together threads that others don't even see. When you hear a piece of music, you might think about the mathematical principles behind its harmony, the historical context of its creation, and how it connects to a feeling you had last Tuesday. When you read about a new technology, you're already thinking 5 steps ahead, connecting it to its potential impact on social structures, the economy, and even human psychology. This isn't something you try to do. It's just how your brain is wired. You can't not see the web of cause and effect that holds everything together. To others, your conversation can seem jumpy or random. You'll leap from a conversation about gardening to ancient philosophy. But in your mind, the link is perfectly logical and clear. It's because you see the root system, not just the individual plants. While people are looking at a single puzzle piece, you're already seeing the image of the finished puzzle. It can be frustrating when you try to explain these connections, only to be met with blank stares. But understand this. You're not seeing things that aren't there. You're just seeing the framework of reality that is hidden from most. Number 2, you physically dislike small talk. This isn't about being shy or antisocial. Many people with complex minds are perfectly capable of being social. This is about energy. To you, small talk is not just boring. It feels like a waste of a precious resource. Mental energy. Small talk operates on a superficial level. It's an exchange of pre-approved social scripts about the weather, weekend plans, or sports. It's designed to pass time without creating any real connection. For your mind, which craves depth and meaning, this is exhausting. It's like trying to run a high-performance computer on a single AA battery. You crave conversations that are explorations. You want to know what makes people passionate, what they fear, what theories they have about the universe, what they truly think about the world. You want to connect with their consciousness, not just their social persona. When you're stuck in a conversation about trivial matters, you can feel your energy draining away. It's why you might seem quiet or reserved in large groups, but come alive in a one-on-one deep conversation. You're not trying to be rude or superior. You are simply trying to save your energy for the connections that actually matter. You're hungry for a feast, and everyone else seems content with snacking. Number 3, you often feel like an observer of life. Have you ever been in a room full of people, even friends or family, and felt a strange sense of detachment, as if you're watching a movie of your own life instead of actually living it? This is a common feeling for those with highly analytical minds. You're not just a participant, you're also the audience. Your mind is constantly running a background process, analyzing social dynamics, questioning people's motives, and observing your own reactions. You're in the moment, but you're also outside of it, watching. This can make you incredibly insightful. You notice the subtle things, a slight hesitation in someone's voice, a fleeting expression on their face, the unspoken tension in a room. You understand the why behind people's actions, often better than they do themselves. But this observer mode can also create a sense of isolation. It can be hard to fully lose yourself in the moment when one part of your brain is always taking notes. You might long for the ability to just switch off and simply be, without the constant commentary. People might misinterpret this as you being aloof or uninterested, but it's the opposite. You are so interested that you are trying to understand it on every possible level, all at once. Number 4, your curiosity is a need, not a hobby. For most people, curiosity is something that's activated occasionally. They might wonder how a magic trick is done, or look up a fact on their phone. For you, curiosity isn't an event. It's a constant state of being. It's not a switch you can turn on and off. It's the engine that powers your mind. You have a compulsive need to know why, not just what something is, but why it is the way it is. Why are social conventions the way they are? Why is this word spelled this way? Why does this particular law of physics work? A simple answer is never enough. You'll fall down rabbit holes for hours, starting with a simple question and ending up with a deep understanding of a topic you didn't even know existed that morning. This isn't just for intellectual topics either. You might apply the same level of intense curiosity to understanding how to cook the perfect steak or why your friend is behaving strangely. This relentless questioning can be tiresome for others. They are content with accepting things at face value, with the simple, "that's just how it is." That phrase is like nails on a chalkboard to you. For you, the surface is just the starting point. This drive isn't about collecting facts to seem smart. It's a fundamental need to deconstruct and understand the very fabric of your reality. Number 5, you require solitude to think and recharge. In our hypersocial world, being alone is often seen as a negative thing, a sign of loneliness. But for you, solitude isn't a punishment, it's a necessity. It's as vital as oxygen. Your mind is constantly absorbing an immense amount of information from the world. The patterns, the connections, the emotional undercurrents, the unanswered questions. It's a lot to process. The constant noise of social interaction, notifications, and daily demands prevents this processing from happening. Solitude is where you make sense of it all. It's when your mind can finally close all the open tabs, run its analysis, and file away the information. It's in these quiet moments that your best ideas emerge, where you solve problems, and where you reconnect with your own thoughts, free from the influence of others. Without this time alone, you can feel overwhelmed, irritable, and mentally scattered. People might not understand why you'd rather spend a Friday night with a book than at a loud party. They might take it personally, thinking you don't enjoy their company. It's not about them. It's about your mental maintenance. You aren't running away from the world. You are stepping back so you can understand it better before you re-engage. Number 6, you overthink, but not about small things. The word overthinking usually has a negative association. People picture someone worrying endlessly about an awkward text message or a comment someone made. While you might do that occasionally, your brand of overthinking is different. You don't just overthink situations. You overthink entire systems. You're not worrying about what to wear to a party. You're contemplating the concept of social conformity and why humans feel the need to dress a certain way to fit in. You're not just anxious about a job interview. You're deconstructing the entire concept of modern career culture and its effect on human happiness. Your mind takes a simple idea and explodes it into a complex web of philosophical, ethical, and practical questions. This is why making simple decisions can sometimes be difficult for you. You see too many variables, too many potential outcomes, and too many underlying principles at stake. To others, this can look like indecisiveness or unnecessary complication. Why can't you just choose? They might ask. They don't realize that you're not just choosing between two options. You're navigating a maze of interconnected ideas that the question has triggered in your mind. You aren't stuck. You are exploring. Number 7, you experience emotions with great intensity. Having a complex mind isn't just about logic and analysis. It's also about the depth of your emotional experience. Because you process everything so deeply, this applies to your feelings as well. When you are happy, it's not just a passing good mood. It can feel like a profound sense of joy and connection to the universe. A beautiful piece of art or a simple act of kindness can move you to tears. You feel the good things in life with a resonance that others might miss. But the reverse is also true. When you are sad, it can feel like a deep, philosophical sorrow. You feel the weight of the world's injustices, the pain of others, and the tragedy of the human condition. Empathy isn't just something you feel for people you know. You can feel a genuine sense of connection and pain for people you've never even met. This emotional intensity can be overwhelming. Your highs are higher, but your lows are lower. People who experience emotions on a more stable, superficial level cannot understand this volatility. They might label you as too sensitive or dramatic. They don't understand that you are not overreacting. You are simply reacting to the full depth of the information your mind and heart are receiving. You don't just see the world in high definition. You feel it that way too. So, if you found yourself nodding along, seeing your own reflection in these signs, know this: you are not weird, you are not broken, and you are not alone, even when it feels that way. Your mind is a powerful tool. It sees the hidden connections, feels the full spectrum of life, and bravely seeks the truth. If this video made you feel seen and understood, do me a favor and hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more journeys into the way we think and feel. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated with you the most? And perhaps more importantly, is there a ninth sign that you think belongs on this list? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. Let's create a space for the 1%. Thank you for watching.